Ooh, baby, we got a weird one for you this week. My voice starts out real bad and then gets real good and then gets bad again.
We are talking about what we did, where we've been, what's going on, the events and things, and such as.
I've been to so many events recently and I cannot stop doing drugs. Someone help me.
We also listened to a whole boatload of your voicemails, and we're talking about dishing.
We're talking about pushing.
We're talking about kissing.
And we're talking about
squishing.
Squishing.
All right, give them the old gravel. Give them the old razzle dazzle with your voice there so they know.
Goodbye. Enjoy the episode. That really hurt.
Mom! When your first choice is a big old bus,
you turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you soft, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Second with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm JoJo Siwa, and that's Big Dipper.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. Whatever, that song's kind of a bop.
What illness are you suffering from?
I don't quite know. There's a part of me that thinks it's just really bad allergies now that like summer is happening. But are you like Papa Zan? Yeah, well,
not a Zan. A Zandy bar?
You know, I have a
what do you take? CVS brand?
Yeah, that's good sense.
All right. Now, just because this is the theme for me of 2024, I want you to look in front of you. And I'd like you to count the pill bottles and just give me a number.
1, 2.
That's it? I thought you said you keep your pills on your desk.
No, I moved them.
Where's the Discovery, Ma? 3?
That's up in my bed. This isn't pills. This is lotion.
Pills and potions. How have you been? I feel like
it's
I've
in my
seen you in a
bedroom.
while. I woke up.
I moved most of my pills upstairs.
Oh, okay. So you can just roll over in bed and
roll over and get it. Well, I finally finished. I feel like I'm a genius whiz because I hung sconces myself.
You're incredibly capable at things. They just get done to like an 88 or 90%, but not all the way over the edge.
Well, these were completely all the way over the edge because it was like if you did it wrong, the house would burn down.
If you did it wrong, it would be an electrical fire.
In fact, all night last night I had trouble sleeping because I was like, "What if
you're like, I'm an electrician now?"
Hit the switch and then I just hear like a pop, 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 pop.
You know who you could call?
Who?
Dre. He literally just graduated from electrician school.
I thought he graduated from like car.
No. He did HVAC, like mechanic.
Oh, HVAC.
And now he does electrician. And I'm like, you can keep go-go dancing and slinging dick on the internet, but if you went out there and worked those jobs, you would be coined up.
I know.
An electrician?
I have a cousin that's
engineer?
an HVAC guy, engineer. He started his own company, and now he's like, I name whatever price I want.
And literally, it's like in the summer, if people are cold, like too hot, and they need the AC, they're like, "Mama, come over. I'll pay the double. Put a surge price on it. Call yourself Wendy's. Put that.
I'll pay you extra to come over and fix it right now." Well, maybe I'll have him install the air conditioning for me.
There are so many skills that we just lack.
Yeah, everyone wants to be a fucking TikToker or drag queen now. Maybe learn a skill.
Learn a book.
Learn a read.
Skill a job.
I don't know why, but I would think we would be better off if less people went to college and more people went to trade schools.
Yes. We talk about this all the time. College is a scam. Tell me. I woke up to some texts the other day.
We don't
need to get into what they said.
Oh, okay. Well, I just need you to know I was domed out on mushrooms.
You
I took
mentioned it multiple times
6
in the text.
well, because I was also on cocaine. I took 6 squares of mushroom chocolate. You're supposed to take 3 max. I had
And
drank so
why
much
did
tequila that the host of the event said, most girls don't drink this much. And I said, well, I'm not most girls. And then I got up on a pole and danced around.
that
I
video of you dancing on the pole and everyone is looking at you like, why are you up here? Including Kiki Extravaganza, who
Yeah.
wears a mask. You
You
can't
can
even see
feel
her
it.
facial expression.
You can feel it on her
still
face.
see it through her body language. And it's like she knew you were there to host as well. She's aware.
Yeah, everyone knew I was supposed to be there.
But they
And
all
then-
looked at you like, girl.
What the fuck? But Stefano was the one who was like, get up on the pole, it'll be funny. And I was like, anything for you, daddy puppy. And
You were like, I am clown.
I am clown for you.
I am clown for
And
you.
then I did like so much cocaine that people were like, stop.
They were like,
So-
hey, here's a fun option.
I
Quit it.
you know what? I did drive myself to WeHo that night, and I went and took my wig off, switched my shoes, left it in the car, and called an Uber, which at that time
Was what, $80?
$90.
I'm proud of you though.
And then on the way to get my car back, it was a $20 Uber.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. The only reason I drove was because, like, I said to
Search
myself,
pricing. That's what
I said to myself, I'm not going to get fucked up tonight, especially if I drive. I'll be fine. And indeed, I did.
And indeed, I took 6 tabs of mushroom chocolate.
I was insane.
Why? What? Why? Why? What was the What was the reason?
What was the reason? I think it was available,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very. So you know when I'm at Precinct and I'm hosting things, I sit backstage and I'm like calm, and well, not calm, but there's like I'm not. Amongst,
and you're used to it now, so you're a little more in work mode. Like you might party a little bit, but you're a little more in work mode.
Yes, and so, I think the floodgates kind of opened after I went to the HBO We're Here premiere with my friend Jesse.
Which I also want to hear about.
Well, should I just talk about that now? Or?
Was it all on the same night?
No.
Okay. So the floodgates open there. Tell the fucked up story, and then I want to hear the play-by-play of the premiere. Because I was gonna go, but then we didn't.
You should have.
I
I almost said you should come. I said you should come with me, and you went, well, I have another event.
And then that event got canceled.
Because of weather.
No, or the person who was going to take me to that event said, "Hey, let's not go to the event. I've got too much work to do."
Oh, well, fuck. You would have had a lovely time. So,
Well, fuck.
that night, after the event, after the HBO We're Here premiere, me and Jesse were like, well, we're all the way over in Hollywood. Like, we're not, I'm never really this far over. Like, should we just.
Which direction?
Well, we both live on the east side. So we were like in Hollywood.
All the way over in Hollywood.
And so we were like, we might as well just swing by WeHo. And he was like, yeah, I have a friend that is going to go to a drag show. And I was like, great, let's go. And then we walked outside and I saw Latrice and all the We're Here girls and Heidi. And Latrice gave me some weed, and I haven't smoked weed in damn near 6 months.
Yeah.
And I got lit because it's very strong. And it reminded me of that story of Alexis Michelle taking one hit of Latrice's weed and being unable to complete a performance.
Yes.
So then I was like amped up, and we went to the drag show. And then, of course, I was like, whoa, I don't know what I did, but there's fireworks around me.
We have been, for anyone, I'm going to take us on a brief aside before we continue the story, which I do
Good,
want to
because
hear.
I'm going to suckle some water.
Yeah, I think everyone would fucking appreciate that. We have been experiencing this for the last couple months. And again, we started this conversation by saying we have no skills. We don't understand anything. But there are new updates on Zoom that are hand-triggered but it's unclear like what does it. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. I assume send a little emoji of a laptop computer and a thumbs up if you've been experiencing this on your Zoom calls, and a thumbs down if you haven't. But like Meatball made a hand gesture and literally the screen green screened her out and put her on a backdrop of exploding fireworks. When you do a thumbs up, a little now double
Now it's
thumbs
raining.
up and it's raining.
No, double thumbs down and it rains.
But not on my end. Maybe my hands look weird. This is insane. So I'm sure there's a guidebook.
Double thumbs up is fireworks.
I'm sure there's a guidebook out there or like some sort of menu. It's crazy. You know, living in technology is nuts. Okay, so
we went to
That was
Rocco's.
the aside. Oh, now
So we
your
went
voice
to-
is magically back.
Yeah, because I suckled some water and some hot tea.
Not the word suckle being so casually used to talk about
Suckled some
drinking.
water. I went
You
to Rocco's. And it was some sort of drag competition, but we ran into the Trixie impersonator lyric.
I thought that might have been her.
Definitely wasn't Trixie. She's just kidding. And then we went. Trixie's very thin, but Trixie's a bigger person.
Yes, Trixie is very thin.
I know, it's scary thin. And then we went to
You don't remember?
the Stash. We went to Stash, and we ran into Nymphia Wind and Simone.
Okay, just casually out.
They were there seeing their. Do you know just Judy? Judy.
Yeah.
She's like House of Avalon. She's like the new host at Stash. So there was like a drag competition going on or something, and we watched that. And then we went to Mickey's. Then we went somewhere else.
So you did this trip.
Yeah. Oh, and then we went to some random guy's house. And he gave me a picture of Heclina that he was like, I was gonna hang this up, but you might want it. And so then I got to keep it. And so now it's in my living room.
You really have had.
And we were like out until like 5, like or something like that. It was late.
And who is this person that was with you that's a bad influence?
Jesse, he's not a bad influence. He's just like a say yes to whatever's happening type person. Which normally after the premiere, I would have been like, let's go grab a drink or something at Precinct and then let's go home. But he was like, well, we're here. Let's just like go see what happens. And I was like, let's see.
Those nights
what
are fun.
happens. Yeah, it was a really fun night. And I think I was trying to keep that vibe alive at Mickey's.
You
but-
sound like Miley reflecting on her past 10 years.
Life isn't about the journey, but it's more about the path.
All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
And we're back. Oh no. Yeah, so that was it. But I was just trying to keep that vibe going, and I don't think that is something that an adult, should be doing.
How was the actual We're Here event?
Oh my God, so incredible. The food, amazing. They had like their own glam cam, which was really fun. I haven't posted those yet.
Did you watch the full episode?
We watched the last episode.
Oh!
They gave us like a full breakdown, and it's like a 3-episode arc up to it. So we got to see like a little buildup of what was happening. And then they showed us the final episode, and it is so fucking good.
Wow.
Like, it was incredible. All of the girls came out and performed. Then we like hung out on the dance floor and took a bunch of pictures, and I got to talk to all of them, and even Manila was there.
Why did you say even?
What do you mean?
I don't. I guess nothing. I guess I mean nothing.
We had a wonderful time. it was just, it's such an incredible show. And it was so nice to meet the main producers. They were like, oh, it's so good to finally meet you in person. And I was like, I know, I love you. And like Vander and Bitch were there. So
Yeah.
it was just like, it felt like a real family affair. And it was also weird to like know everybody.
Right. I've never met those guys, but you know, I did talk a little bit to Roberta after like the first season, and something I've been impressed with since day one is like they were able to put drag queens on TV that we know and celebrate their queerness and their campiness without it being so broad. You know what I mean? Like like showing their full humanness. And
Yeah, we often don't get to see that.
And I love the aesthetic. I love the elevated vibe of the show. Like that is the kind of content I feel like, I mean, just to be real, I feel like so much of the content that we have to turn out because we work in like digital media where it's like we shoot it and 6 days later it's on the web. It's like, it's quick. It's talking directly to the camera. It has a certain aesthetic. If it's a queen, it's like brightly lit with a backdrop and there are titles. Like, you know, it's just sort of like adding to that. And I don't think that that content is not good. I consume tons of that content and I love that content. But when they really sort of stepped onto the scene and in a thoughtful way, they spend months and months making this show and then post-production on everything. Like, I'm so impressed with the way that they work from what I've heard and then with the product that they have put out from what I've experienced.
Yeah, it was just so good. And like Latrice really, at the end of I was like talking with Latrice and I was like, Mama, you really came in halfway through shooting and became the star. And she went, you got to do what you got to do. And then she just laughed her big fucking laugh at me.
Or it's like, you got to do who you are. You know, she got to do what she got to do, but she walks in the room, she's a star.
She's a star. All its attention is on her. And it's,
yeah.
I don't want to give too much away because it is the last episode, but they are in a very unsafe situation and they all handle it extremely well. And then Latrice is just a goddess by the end of it. It was wild. It's so wild.
It's amazing. I love that. What
I love that too. It's out now, so you can watch it on HBO or on Max now.
They're doing like weekly episodes. They didn't drop all of it, right?
No, I think it's just the first episode's out.
Yeah. You went on a date?
No.
Okay.
I didn't.
That's fine. You said it right when we hopped on the call, so I was going to ask you.
That wasn't for the pod. And I guess you're going to have to leave it in because it's a no edits episode.
Well, it was a transition because I wanted to prime everyone that we are, in fact, this summer planning for Meatball's dating game. It will be happening. So you're dating, and you will be continuing to date, and there will be an evening where I hold a Bob Barker-esque long, thin microphone and host a dating game.
Where are you going to get that?
I don't know. They exist.
Maybe deconstruct one. Margot could probably make one.
Deconstruct one. Wrap a whole bunch of wires around it. I'll have you build it, and then he'll
and then you just electrocute yourself the whole night.
So,
so we will be doing the Meatball dating
that
game.
padded ass puss.
Well, I'm not wearing pads this summer.
Oh, okay. So you'll have hole out.
So I look like Peter Griffin when he like opens up his dress. Or that meme.
And it's just legs all the way up to the double chin.
Yeah.
Think about put your body here. Cleaned out.
Okay.
Ready to fuck.
Absolutely.
In a jock strap.
Love that.
Baby doll dress, full beat wig. No nail.
No, I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
It's like
just knowing that the wig is on and that like I'm presenting clown lady. I can't do it.
I am clown for you. I went and saw Stress Positions.
And I'm going to see Nympho Wars tonight.
Me too. What time?
I'm at the 7:00.
I'm at the 9.
Okay.
Which
sold out.
Listen, Macy and Theta, you may not listen to this.
They don't.
You know that we love you.
They do.
I'm nervous about the 9:00 because the 9:00 was the initially announced
It's
show,
the sold out one, yeah.
and it's sold out. So they added the 7:00. So now I'm going and I'm getting sloppy seconds. How about that?
Sloppy seconds.
You I said it weird. I know I did. I was trying to move past it. You get like the good, nice primed first show, and then I show up for the
I don't
sold
know.
out gig.
Sometimes, what if they are
To warm up,
nervous?
or what if they're doing a
Yeah.
bit and then the
Well-
bit is better once they do it the second time?
Yeah, because they've kind of figured out the jokes.
The
I
game,
think
as they say.
oftentimes the second show is usually better.
Well then, fuck you.
Not on Broadway though.
Not on tonight. So I went and saw Stress Positions. I took my friend Matt. Theta like DM'd me on Twitter and was like, "Do you want tickets?" I was like, "Yes, please." Oh my god. Because I've been waiting to see the movie, and so she introduced it. We got to watch the movie, and then Theta and John Early did like a little talk back, and then there was like a little reception afterwards, which was
How was it?
so good. The movie is like so good, so thoughtful. It does take place during the pandemic, but it isn't traumatic to watch it. It's like poking fun at the mask up. Can you put your mask up? Sort of like the weird human behavior. And the people who would like have their mask up around their neurotic friend, and the moment they walked away would just like stick it under their chin because they didn't care, and sort of like showing all of the sort of like idiocy around that, but also there's like a twist that shows that obviously it wasn't idiotic. It just sort of turned into like a weird thing in our brain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in the opening sequence, there's like a food delivery, and then it's like he brings the food inside and takes full Lysol chemicals and sprays down like the tinfoil wrapped like falafel roll. And you're
That's
like,
disgusting.
that's gonna get into the food. But we were like spraying down our food and shit like
My
that.
mom was like spraying down her groceries every time they got delivered.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so like I guess to reduce it to like it's a COVID period piece is like a little shitty because it isn't. But the backdrop of the pandemic and like the summer of 2020 is a really fascinating sort of heightener when it comes to like the interpersonal characters. So
I love that.
it was great.
When she said she wrote it like in the pandemic, that was her project.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Go
people
see
made
Stress
bread and
Positions.
she was-
Also, fuck her
Where is
for
it? I
being
wanna go see
so
it today.
talented. Like, it was playing at the Landmark on Sunset. You know where the Trader Joe's and the Crunch Gym is over in WeHo, right across from the Comedy Store.
Oh, I know where we.
I know where you know. Where
I've
WeHo
been
is.
spending a lot of time in WeHo, leaving my car there, thinking it was going to get broken into.
Was it on the street or in a lot?
It wasn't a lot, but the lot was like, they made
Yeah,
me.
and you never know. You're like, can I be here in the morning? Like, can I come
Yeah,
get this in the morning?
by the time I came back to get my to put my stuff in the car, after Mickey's, there was no attendant, and I paid cash. So then I was like, do I have to go pay that machine now, where you like type in your license plate, or do I just leave it here and the ticket in the window makes it? I don't know.
Girl, as a wise sage once said, they play too much over there.
They play too much.
But
it's like $4 for 1 hour of parking on the street there.
The final point about
they need to build parking garages in Mickey in WeHo.
In Mickey's upstairs in the space they don't really use. It should just be all stacked cars.
I was wondering about that. Why don't they use that? There's a fully stocked bar up there.
They do.
Private parties.
Private parties is what they use.
I said it weird. I was trying to move past it.
Yeah, okay. But the final thing about the movie with Theta is like to hear Theta talk about it and say like, yeah, I just like needed a project during the pandemic, so I wrote this movie. Bitch, and then you made the movie and got it financed and directed it and scored it and starred it. She's so good in the movie. She's so funny in the movie. John Early's obviously great in the movie. The cast is really fantastic. It's like, oh yeah, I just like needed something to do, and then you're awesome at it, and it's like a Sundance select. Like, she's just so talented. Stupid.
Maybe one day we'll be that talented.
Maybe. You know what yesterday was, by the way?
Your birthday.
Drain your nut.
Drain your nut. I'm back, baby. What happened? How'd it go? How many nuts were drained?
Well, I haven't really promoted it on the pod. Just
I
'cause
saw
we've
you.
had
Yeah, you really have it.
a lot of other stuff going on, but it was great. It was definitely it keeps growing every time. Like every time I think it's so funny with sex parties. Like I'm sort of like 4 days before I'm like, oh well, it might be a small one and that's okay, but like everyone's gonna have a good time. And then literally like leading up until the doors open, the ticket link is just like buzz, 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 and you're like, oh yeah, like
People just want to buy it the day up.
they have it on their calendar and then they wake up and they're like, I could fuck around with some dudes today. And then they like buy the ticket. So it was busy. It was great. The afternoon was definitely like older, daddier crowd. Lot of fucking. And then the nighttime, I was shocked. I was like, where are all these twinks? Where are all these twinks from?
Who's Twink City?
There were so many twinks, and I kept saying like, why are these twinks here? Like how did they find out about this? Like, where are they coming from? And then I went around and I really looked, and essentially there were just more twinks than there had been in the past. But I looked around, I'm like, that man is 60, that man is chunky, that man is like a bodybuilder. Like like maybe there were 20 of the 80 people were in the twink category when I was like looking around the room, but I was like, it's full of twinks. It was just more twinks than I had.
More twinks than it intended.
Well, not that it intended, just than I had ever seen at the event. Not that I had ever seen.
How many twinks?
Well, I just literally said a number out of a number, but you were texting, so you didn't hear. I said 20 out of the 80 people when I was looking around the room.
That's great. 20.
You really
20.
didn't listen either, even that.
No, I did.
time.
20 out of 80.
But I was like, oh, that's a lot of twinks. But it was great. I think maybe the next one I'll start promoting now. The next one is May 18th. Mark your calendar. Drain your nut out in Duarte. The next one we may designate one of the groups as a bear group to see what happens.
Oh no.
Well, listen,
you
bears.
know what's gonna happen?
What?
They're gonna be white and mean.
We don't actually have. It's not a very. I mean, there's a white crowd there, but it's not. It's actually not that white.
Okay.
But you mean just if you designate something as bear, it becomes like clicky, rude, and white.
Yes.
Christ, oh fuck. Yeah. Sure. I see that. But also like this one guy was there and he's come to every single one of our parties and he was standing with me and he was like, "What the fuck, man? Where are the bears at?" And I'm like, "Look at that guy. Look at that guy." He was like, "No one's hairy." And I was like, I can't literally figure out. I was like, that guy's a bear, that guy's a bear, that guy's a bear. He's like, they don't have enough body hair. And I'm like, sometimes.
Then so what? They're just chubby?
Yes. A seal. Sometimes. Sometimes you don't know who's going to be in the mix. That's the point of going to a fuck party.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I spend so much time. I will say, shout out to you, listener. I won't say your name, even though I do remember it, from a southern state who
Tennessee.
was in town. No, stop saying states. It wasn't that. It wasn't Tennessee, but a different one that's near
Florida?
it. A different one that's near it and long shaped. Shout out to you, listener, who heard about Drain Your Nut from this pod.
Tennessee is long shaped.
Heard about Drain Your Nut from this pod. Remember, this is no edit episodes. I'm not trying to bleep, and I didn't tell this person that I was going to talk about them on the pod.
Okay.
So keep your mouth shut, diva. Heard about Drain Your Nut on this pod. Happened to be in work.
Happened
to be in Los Angeles for work, and showed up and came up to me and was like, "Big fan of the pod, love the party, thanks. I got fucked a bunch and I nutted in a guy's butt, and so now I'm leaving and I had a great time." And I was like, "You're all the way from a southern state that's long?"
I'm looking at all the states, and I'm right. Tennessee is the only one that looks long.
Well, that's why I'm keeping it a little.
Well, you can tell me during the commercial break, because I guess Kentucky's long too, but it's shorter than Tennessee.
Well, there's also another one that just has like a bar. You know what I mean?
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma.
So, anyways, I think I should be talking about it more on the pod because clearly that has impact. So, Drain Your Nut. The next one is May 18th. Look out for tickets at drainyournut.com this week. Diva doll, baby girl.
Hit the slay button on that one, bitch.
And let's take a break.
It was Oklahoma. And we're back. Hit the slay button. Oh, God.
Oh, no. Would you like to lay down? No, I'm just kidding. I have a bunch
May
of
I?
boys. We just holy golly.
We got a lot of voicemails recently.
Yes. Shall we listen to some?
Yeah, let's plow through them.
So you don't even want to react to them? You just want to plow through them.
Or if I give like 2-sentence reactions.
Alrighty. Hi, fucks and slobs and everything in between. I'm a repeat caller. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. How do we feel about guys who hype stuff up a lot and then just at the last minute are like, oh, I can't do it anymore. Oh, I can't this. Okay. I texted this guy, and he hyped it up for about, like, days he was hyping this shit up. And the first day it was something, I was like, okay. The second day it was something, and I was like, okay. Cut to today. It's 11 a.m. He said, first thing in the morning, I said, say less. Woke up, texted him, yada yada yada. We're talking it up. I'm in the shower. I'm getting ready. He says, oh, I nutted. Sorry. I got nervous, and I nutted. Oh. Well. Sorry to fucking hear that, bitch. You better still send me that. You may be like, I mean, I'm kidding. Obviously I'm kidding. But, like, come on. The third time, bitch. Now I feel like the dumbass. I'm like, I keep going back. I don't know. I don't even know what my question was. I just needed to let somebody. Bitch, I feel like I'm going to explode. I need to tell somebody. Anyways. Love the pod. Love you guys. Love listening. Goodbye.
I hate when that shit happens. A very similar thing has happened to me once before, and I was so mad. It was like literally planning the day before, which I hate doing, but they were like, I have work and I live far, blah, 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 but I can host you tomorrow. We'll just do this time. All this stuff was going on, and then he literally sent me I think I talked about this, where he sent me a message that was like, yeah, sorry, I just jerked off, so you know the idea of dick is gross to me.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
And I was like, you did what?
Now, baby.
I could have been there, and what do you mean? Drink a glass of water for 20 minutes. Like, find something else to do.
We had made plans.
While I travel to your home, I douched.
Da-douche.
Oh, indeed I did.
Indeed, I douched.
Wait, what is it that Jasmine Masters doesn't say douche? She's like, dish it.
She says
dish.
Dush.
Dush. There it is.
It's a different vowel sound.
And indeed I douched.
Yeah, you know, I think there are some guys who like chat. I don't mind a little sexy chat back and forth. Oh, you know, I'm going to strip your clothes off and eat your ass. Oh, I'm going to, you know, feed you this dick. Like, whatever. Like, that kind of back and forth. But I think there are some guys... Well, sure. I think there are some guys who like, start the chat because what they want to do is they want to text back and forth. They want to sext back and forth and jerk off until they come. They have no intention of actually meeting up. But I feel like the fucked up thing is like, go find people who want to do that. Go on one of those streaming sites like Chatterbait or whatever. Go go into a chat room, find a buddy who likes to chat back and forth. There are people who get
Or,
off
like-
on like video chatting one another and just jerking off.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
was like, Sniffies has like a whole video chat option.
so
thing.
does Growler, so does Scruff, so do all these things. You're just obsessed with Sniffies.
It's just that you. I just.
Do you
the other
remember
one.
when I first showed it to you and you were like, "You're
Girl, shut the fuck
disgusting."
up.
I'm just trying to be vindicated.
It is not working.
And I love that I like keep bringing it up, and at this point, your reaction is, "Girl, shut up." So
I
yes,
do remember when you first brought it up, but I didn't. I don't think I fully appreciate it.
there you go. That's all I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So that sucks. Sorry that they nutted while you were in the shower. Speaking of douche, I have
Do
two
you
different.
dish?
I have two
Do you
different.
dish?
I have
That's
two
what she
different
said.
dish.
She
dish,
said, "Do you
dish.
dish?" Okay, play one.
Play one.
Hi, Sloth. I'm sitting here watching my boyfriend clean the apartment, and he's asking what he should do with my douche, and
Dish.
I don't know what to tell him. Where exactly are you supposed to keep a douche? They never taught me that, and I
They?
don't know where I'm supposed to keep it, and also how am I supposed to store it? I figured you guys would know, so can you tell me?
As someone who's in the process of like reorganizing their home, where do you use it? And maybe you store it in the same room that you use it in. So perhaps maybe the bathroom.
Yeah, but how? Like, if it's in the bathroom, if it's stored in the bathroom, is it in the medicine cabinet?
No, mine's in. Well, do you
Is
have
it
like
below the
cabinets?
sink?
Yeah, I would put it below the sink, and I would store it in like a small bowl or like something where it can get air to it, not in like a Ziploc bag where it could possibly, if there's any water in it,
Fester.
would get mildewy. I would say also like, clean it out with soap and water or rubbing alcohol and water or something to kill the germs because it was in your butt.
Is it unsanitary? Like, say you have, like, if I were to open the underneath of my sink right now, it's just two doors, no drawers. It's just two doors, and you see the underside of the sink. Down there, I have like a couple rolls of toilet paper.
What kind of toilet paper are you rocking?
I get it delivered from this company called Who Gives a Crap. And it's
Why?
like recycled tree
Oh,
or something.
so it feels like prison toilet paper.
It's definitely not super soft. I don't like super soft. We've had this conversation because super soft toilet paper often gets cut in
Pills.
or caught in how hairy my butthole is and pills. So what I do is I have the fucking bidet at the house and then I pat dry. Let's be honest. I wipe dry. I don't pat dry.
I was gonna say pad dry.
Well,
You know,
that's
I know
what they
someone
say.
that does the bidet and then they just use bamboo
Cloth.
towel cloths.
And
and
then,
then
gosh, the laundry. But I
They
guess if
a
you have
bin.
laundry,
yeah, I was like,
in-house-
the laundry is wild, but like,
But laundry
I've-
uses so much water.
I know. Well, every time I take my makeup off, I use a new. Like, I don't use makeup cloths. I use like towels. So I have like a bin in my bathroom for the towels that I use.
So first makeup, then to the butthole, then to the laundry.
Well, no, I don't do that, but I just don't want people to think that I don't do that. I get
Okay,
Charmin
so-
ultra soft. So you open the cabinets.
I've got a couple toilet papers. I've got like, what is the powder that you would like shake into the?
Ajax.
Yes, before you scrub, and then I have
Mhm.
the brush that you use to scrub like the tub. And then I think I have like someone gave me bath salts or like whatever. Like there's a couple other things there. Would you consider it unsanitary to store a cleaned out douche bulb free just sitting on?
No,
Like
if it's
sitting
clean
there.
and if it's clean and dry, it's like doing the dishes.
It doesn't need its own receptacle.
No, but that's why I said maybe put it in a bowl because sometimes the
Just
bulb
the
on
bowl.
it doesn't have a flat
A
bottom.
ceramic bowl, a bowl
A
from
little
the
plastic
kitchen.
bowl that you stole from Stonewall. I don't know.
Okay, those are some good ideas. Everyone,
Mine is free in there, but I wash it like, and it has a flat bottom, so it just sits up next to everything.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry. I have 2 more voicemails about douching.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
All right.
one is a call to action and the other one is a funny story. Which one do you want first?
I would like the call to action. Also, I think I already told you this, but
Yes?
I don't think people are douching properly. Because
Hey,
someone I
Fag.
know.
This is just a PSA. Sorry, first time caller. This is just a PSA to all bottoms out there. Clean out. This is a second hookup I've gone to this week where I've got painted. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm going into, I don't know if I'm going too deep. People are just not eating enough fiber, but I just got shit on again. And the funny part about this time, the first time it was like, okay, we've all been there. It was fine. This time I did it. And also it was like 2 a.m. and there was a roommate that I was like trying to be quiet about. So like I'm getting shit off my dick in this guy's bathroom. And then I hear his roommate come out and I'm like running to his bedroom and he's like, oh, don't worry. I was like, oh, it's your roommate. He was like, oh, he asked my boyfriend. I'm like, what do you mean your boyfriend? He's like, it's okay, so we're open. I'm like, I'm freaking out, but it was fine. It was fine. The dog came out. I said hello. I didn't see the boyfriend, but whatever. But yeah, bottom's clean out. Now I gotta go home and shower, and I didn't come. So I'm full of cum, shit, and I gotta go shower. And it's 3 a.m. Douche properly. Goodbye.
Full of cum and shit and full of cum at 3 a.m. Okay, so this was a little
Do you ever
bit
just
more than
wanna
just
power
a call
through?
to action.
Do you ever just want to power through it? Maybe take a shower and be like, suck this dick.
Make them suck the dick? How dare you?
Make them suck the dirty dick and be like, you did this.
Well, you know who did it.
Let's
unpack it.
It's a normal story. It happens to everybody. It can't be perfect every time. The fact that
I have
it's happened
definitely
to you twice
powered
in 1 week
through
is
before.
very upsetting, and I would be upset. But
Yeah.
you might have just a big old honking cock and balls, and it might be really beating them up inside.
I have definitely felt the urge to power through. But I think the challenge is always the smell.
The smell.
What about
I don't even like the
fucking
hint of the I don't even like the hint of the smell that you get sometimes when when there's no poop, visible poop or anything. Poop. When there's nothing visible, but then you're like, oh, it just smells like poo.
Okay, what do you think about the rest of the story? What do you think about fucking the boyfriend quietly in the bathroom when then the boyfriend is there?
Well, girl, he said he was open.
He said it was open, but he didn't say my boyfriend is also here. He just said like my roommate is here.
Yeah, well, sometimes you say roommate, sometimes you say boyfriend, depending on what kind of fight you had that day. And
it's clear that the caller felt a little bamboozled here.
Yeah, you've been fully bamboozled, boo. He said he douched and he didn't. He said he had a roommate.
And indeed he did not.
And it was his boyfriend, and then there was a dog.
And it was 3
involved.
a.m., girl. Maybe he douched at 8 o'clock when he was getting ready to go out.
He might have been round 3 or something.
Also that. Wow. You really unpacked it. All right, and then this is our last
Lash douche.
No lash? This is our last douching.
You wore that last time I saw you.
Call. Well, yeah, I only wore it when we recorded that episode, and then I took it off and put it in my bag, and now I've been wearing it around the house.
Hi, Meeple and Big Dipper. Big fan of the pod. Love you guys so much. Okay, I was just listening to the guy call in and say he put his AirPods in to blow some guys, and it reminded me of something that just happened to me the other day. Not at all. I was not blowing guys, but I was like prepping for sex and like cleaning out and stuff, and I had my AirPods in, and it was like on shuffle and stuff. And sometimes I do listen to you guys cleaning out, but this is not the case today. I was cleaning out, and the guy that I was prepping for is like pretty big. So usually, as I clean out, I'm also like fingering myself and kind of like getting myself like more opened up and relaxed, like as these cycles go on. And at one point, I had like 4 fingers inside of me trying to like relax me, and then I like realized I was like listening to Dear Evan Hansen as I was like practically kissing myself, and I was like, "Is that gay?" Goodbye.
What do you think?
Okay. I'll take a soapy finger and shove it up there, but I'm not gonna like finger blast myself.
But he was getting ready and making sure that, because sometimes you clean out and then you're like, I feel good. And then the moment a dick goes in it, people like, I've had like the moment I start fucking someone, they're like, I need to go touch up because they like weren't done. And I think fingering yourself will ensure that you're done. The sun done.
Done.
I'm doing Nikki. Are you doing Nikki?
Yeah, but I don't remember the rest of that song.
When it was with Will.i.am and they sampled Video Killed the Radio Star, she was like, the sun done, the done, put you in the rack with the bun. Young Onyx, call in, do the verse.
Help us.
What I think is funny
I
is
think
that
it's actually that's not too bad because sometimes when I would prep, I
what
would
you
do
listen to?
Nikki.
Okay.
Shit it on him. No, I would do, and then I would put a butt plug or like one of those.
Yeah.
Remember how we got those toys that were like vibrating
Yes.
butt plugs? Yeah, I would put one of those up in there just to like, get it ready. And if it came out clean, I was like, oh, I know that I'm ready.
Baby, I'm
and also I'm like already loosened up, so there doesn't need to be a bunch of fingering happening.
Call me Squeaks, because I'm ready. No, I was thinking about this. I pulled this voicemail specifically because I put a mix together for Drain Your Nut, and I didn't fully listen to every second of the songs. Like, I was like, I kind of skipped through the songs, and I was like, this is good. And I put a collection of like 10 songs that were part of a DJ mix on the mix. And one of them it was called like Revolution, and it was just full of audio of Martin Luther King Jr. speeches. And like, I've heard house music that sort of like will take classic audio and like, but I was like, it's a little wild to just be like pounding ass, and it's like, and the future will feel amazing for all of us because we will overcome. And it's like, okay, guys, that was a mistake on my part.
Have you ever heard the radio thing where like I can't remember what it was, but it was like the Queen died or the King. I think the King of England died, and like BBC One radio was playing house music, and just in the middle of it, it was like, bump, 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 bump. Oh, we have some breaking news. The king is dead. Bump, 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 bump. And they went like right back.
I would say it would be the Queen because I don't think a king has died in our
I think
lifetime.
it was forever ago. Oh, okay. Then it was the Queen. But it was a while ago.
She died like 2 years ago.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Hey, sluts. I'm calling with a fuck talk story. There is a video arcade in LA near my work, and I went there after work and wanted a blowjob. And I stick my dick through the glory hole, and some man, who I'm assuming was elderly, he had sprinkled hands, I could see, gave me the toothiest, crunchiest blowjob of my entire life. He actually, I don't know if it's the arthritis or what's going on, he like chomped into my dick while he was sucking it.
What?
And I was like, wow, my dick really hurts. I pulled it out. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I left. I go back in my car, and I unzip my pants, and I look at my dick. There's a piece of flesh that he chomped off my dick. So I now have, like, a scab at the base of my dick. Anyways, has this ever happened to you? Dipper, have you? I heard you give toothy blowjobs. Is this something you've done before? Anyways, bye.
A scab That is like horrifying.
That's terrifying.
Because it's like a scab will turn into a
Old
scar.
people need to not give blowjobs anymore because it's clear that they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Girl, what if it was all gummy though?
Well, then that's a different story. And
Yeah. So I wouldn't make a broad sweeping.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the old people that Dipper blows. Well, no, you're blowing them.
Yeah.
Are you giving them the toothy blowjobs?
I try not to. I'm not like I don't seek that out.
Do you think you would be able to give Girth Brooks a non-toothy blowjob?
Now here is the thing. The guy who
What about Girth Master?
That dude's dick is crazy.
It's insane. It's like the size of a wine bottle.
Here's what I will say. It is less about the actual girth overall. I mean, sure that plays a role, but it is more about how hard it gets. Because the person who I gave a toothy blowjob to has a great dick. But it is not a monster. It is a great dick, but it is no, 10 inches like would just by sheer proximity to my mouth and teeth, the teeth would be on it. Like that is not the case. So it was more about the angle and the hardness. Like if it wasn't as rock hard, it probably wouldn't have. Like I probably could have maneuvered it a little differently. So you never can tell.
You never can tell.
Until the dick's down the mouth.
Yes. But I also think that Girth Master, not to just like completely change the subject, I don't know if his gets fully hard without some sort of help. Because it is so large. And I remember I knew a guy once.
But he's kind of young, right?
Yeah. But this guy was young too. We were like in college and he had one of those giant, like it was like literally like 12 inches long. And he was like, in order for me to get hard, I have to like lay down and like the blood has to get to it. Like it takes a lot.
I mean,
And so
he's making porn, so it doesn't surprise me that he would, it's
well,
all.
and also I watched a lot of those Girth Master videos and it just goes from like them making out to it being immediately rock hard. And I was like, oh, there's no in between.
And are you watching the clips or the full video?
Full video, full free video.
All right, let's take a break.
And we're back. My voice is back. All it took was like 6 gallons of water during this recording.
Welcome back, Diva. So happy to have you.
To be
Can you explain what this is?
I just hear myself at work. What?
Oh, I finally heard it.
I just shit myself at work.
Yes,
What?
I played it like 100 times and I was like, what are they saying?
I just hear myself at work. What?
It is hard when that happens as an adult to know that reality is real.
Let's be honest and vulnerable here. When was the last time you shit yourself?
I would say I remember one time specifically. I was living in New York.
Oh, so
and
not anytime recently.
No.
I was listening to a podcast and someone was like, grown adults shit themselves at least like 2 or 3 times a year. And I was like, no. No. I think one time sorry, I'll let you finish yours.
Oh, I mean, I was sick.
I was about to say, I was deathly ill.
And I was laying on the bed.
When I had COVID real bad and I trusted a fart.
Yes, that's my exact same story. I was laying on the bed on my side, just sitting there, and I was like, oh, this is probably a fart. And then I was like, no, it's not. These are soiled. But there have been 2 times that I can physically remember that I was in the car, and I felt like I will have to get a new driver's seat. That sort of an emergency. Like, it wasn't like, oh, just something's going to come out. It was like, this will destroy everything. and I was driving,
Everything
and I
the
was
light
like,
touches.
you know, like you make that decision where you're like, it's actually better to drive 14 minutes according to Google Maps to my home than like make attempts to pull over at a gas station. Because you're like, I could pull over at a gas station. What if they don't have a bathroom? What if I get in there and then I have to wait in line? Like all of those things. And I'm like adding up the time that it would take. And I was like, I would rather go to where I know that I live alone and I have the keys and there's only one toilet.
Well, I never want to poop in public. I will hold it in.
Of course, but if it's an emergency and you might be at risk of shitting your car. No?
You got me there, girl.
You got me there. But anyways, it hasn't happened. But I've felt scared.
I've never shit my car. I've had to pee so bad in my car that I will pee in a bottle while it's driving itself. And that's...
You did that on the drive to San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, now guess what I did?
You tell me.
I went online and I found these little things.
Funnel?
It's basically a funnel, but when you pee into it, it like collects your pee and then turns it into like a foam. Like it's like it'll like it turns it into like a
so you're not,
styrofoam
it's
type
not
thing.
sloshing about.
So it's not sloshing around, and then you can just like throw it into a trash can.
Good for you.
Because I have to pee a lot in my car, and the last thing I want to do, especially, I'm sure in a smaller city, I'm sure if I was back home in Katy, Texas, I could just pull over and quickly run into a Chili's. But in LA, you walk into a place and everywhere's like, oh, you have to buy something in order to use the bathroom, or
they're like,
we don't
weird
even have a
about
bathroom,
it. Yeah, exactly.
or they're super weird, or you have to like have a punch code, and it's like, in that amount of time of me getting up and running over there, I could just pee in a pouch.
Go ahead and pee in a pouch. I had to pee yesterday. I've been like running around and working at Drain Your Nut. And, you know, I was in like a little skimpy little short and I had a cock ring on, trying to lift it up for the girls, you know?
Get it out.
And I went in and I just like blindly was like, okay, time to pee. And I started peeing and I was like, this feels weird and like kind of good. And I was like, oh, it's like there's all this pressure from the cock ring and I'm like peeing through it. And so I could like feel it, everything. And you know, like when you have a morning wood, but you have to pee.
Yes.
And you sometimes have to do that weird thing where you like put your butt way far back because you have to angle down. You gotta start. So I realized like as I started peeing, I was immediately like, it all kind of came over me at once. I was like, oh, the cock ring's on. Oh, this feels different. Oh, I have to like change my angle so I don't piss all over the room. And I felt very happy it was a single-use bathroom and not like a trough.
Yeah, that would be awful to be at the fucking eagle trough. Sticking your booty out.
All right, I have...
Like a piss queen.
I have a really exciting voicemail to play for you.
Ooh, okay.
As we wrap up here, Meatball. Because I know I'm going to play this for you, and then you're going to say one more.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Dipper and Meatball. This is from Sean, my first time calling. I don't know if I should say my name. I met y'all in Brooklyn at one of y'all live podcast shows, anyways. So,
one of them,
but I had
which
a story
one?
that I wanted to tell. So, for the longest time, I've been dealing with like the alcoholism and depression, whatever. So, my psychiatrist prescribed me these like pills or whatever for my alcohol, supposed to like deter you from drinking alcohol. So, I was doing that for the longest, and then I found out about this shot. They could basically inject the shot into your ass. So I went to the appointment, and my nurse was gay or whatever, and he was on Grindr also. And I was like, you know, at my doctor's appointment, perusing Grindr, you know, or the apps or whatever. And I seen him on Grindr. And then the first time I got the shot, I hit him up after the appointment. But the second time, I was like, fuck this. And I like just, we was in the middle of the appointment or whatever, and I got my shot, and I was like, hey, do you want me to suck your dick? And then he said, yeah. And so basically I sucked his dick during the appointment, whatever. So, is that gay? And then next, I have my appointment today, because it's every month. Basically, I have to go every month to get the shot, whatever. So my appointment is now, in like 20 minutes. So I'm about to go in there and see what happens. But Because I got kind of turned off because after one of our, the last time he told me he was dating somebody, and I was like kind of turned off by that. But I didn't really care because I was horny at the same time. So he goes, status goes, goodbye.
A new take on the riff.
Well, an old take on the new riff. A new take on the old riff.
I got turned off because he said he was dating someone.
Bitch, you're sucking his dick at his job.
You're sucking his dick at his job. You could get him fired for this horny behavior. If anyone were to knock on that door and walk in, there's absolutely... I've been to a doctor's office. You hear a... They open the door.
They're halfway done opening the door while they're knocking.
You could get that man fired and just barred from his nursery schools or whatever he does.
Okay, so you went the first time and y'all chatted on Grindr. You went the second time, you were like, let me suck your dick. Then you were about to go to this next time. I wonder what happened.
I wish you would have called after the third time.
Well, you're in luck, meatball.
Because we get one more.
Hello, Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm just calling back because I just finished my appointment with the sexy nurse. All went well. Gave him a blowjob. Ate his ass. He has great ass. I just wanted to follow up and say, bye!
Girl, not to get your ass eaten at work.
That's wild. I bet he prepped. I bet he was looking at the schedule and he was like, oh, this guy's coming in.
Oh,
Let me get my fucking hole clean as can be. I'm gonna dish it. I'm gonna bidet it, and I'm gonna pat it dry.
Get the bamboo towels out, mama. We made it to the end.
Thank you all so
much.
much.
What are you going to do today? I feel like you're just going to crawl back in bed.
I'm going to rot in bed today, I think. No, I really need to clean and reorganize stuff more. I'm going to Phoenix, so I will be coming back with furniture.
Okay, and for all you Phoenix feet freaks out there, hit up the doll. Get the tongues ready to get in between those toes. Because we know she's on the prowl.
And then I always get really weirded out when I get a new cat sitter or house sitter because I'm like, what are they gonna think of me?
I have one more call.
Okay.
And it's about a house sitter.
Okay. Well, press play.
You said, well, baby doll.
Hi, folks. I am currently driving to Santa Fe, so hopefully this doesn't cut out. I was just listening to the latest episode, and you were talking about if I do over at 7 a.m. they're on meth. Somewhat related story. I used to fuck this guy. It was very NSA. He always wanted to wear a mask. Didn't get his name, but he hit me up on Sniffies, and he was I think it was a Monday at 12 or something. And I was home working, and he was like, do you want to come over? I'm house sitting or apartment sitting. And I was like, sure. Look over there. He's upstairs. He's also dog sitting. I go upstairs. He's blindfolded. We start having sex, whatever. We flip over, and he's riding me. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh, that G's really kicking in. And I was like, wait, you did G before I got here? Sir, it is noon on a Monday. But regardless, this motherfucker ends up passing out. He overdoses. He's just vomiting on his back, choking on his vomit. I end up having to roll him over on his side. I stayed there for 10 minutes, and finally I called 911. So, cut to 15 minutes later, there's 6 EMTs in this apartment. They take him, and I am left sitting in a stranger's apartment because he's apartment sitting with their dog, and without a clue what to do. So I ended up having to go to the front desk and let them know that the person staying in that apartment overdosed, and they had to call the owners, and I've never talked to him again. Okay, bye!
And I bet those people that own that house have never talked to him again.
Isn't that insane? To go down to the front desk at a condo and be like, hi, the person in 2F has overdosed. The paramedics that you just saw came out. They are house sitting and dog sitting for the tenants. But none of us live here. And I don't know his name because he was wearing a mask when I put my dick inside him. He's on G!
Girl.
So you have cameras in the house or what?
No, I don't have cameras in the house, but I got cameras on the front and back door.
And I know you clock. Not a soul can clock when people show up and leave.
Oh, I'm watching. Yeah.
You said, I'm gonna let the girls know.
I just like to know what's going on. It also alerts my phone.
Right. Well, we did it.
We did it, Joe. We did it. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. I just don't understand, as a house sitter, why you'd want someone else to come over and have sex in someone else's home.
I've done it before when they had like a hot tub.
That's different when there's an activity, but just to come over and be like, let's fuck in this other person's bed.
Well, what if you live in roommates, or live with roommates, and you can never just have random trade over at the house?
That's tea. You got me there, gal. You got me there, mama. All right, thank you so much for listening to this week's
sister.
Thanks for saying kudos to you. Do you
remember Kudos granola bars?
Those were so good.
Dipped in chocolate, full of candy, caramel swirl. That was candy. That was candy. Mama, that's a Snickers.
And I would eat 3 of them in a row because they were skinny.
Yeah, they were tiny. And they were a reward. They were kudos.
I also remember the Chewy bars were never that good. And now I recently had one because it was
No, they're awful.
Yeah, it tastes like cardboard.
All right, sing them the fucking phone number so we can
You know what I'll never forget?
Go to bed.
Cosmic brownies.
Well,
those
ate them on Thursday.
Cardboard.
Oh, Lil Debbie's Cosmic Brownies. I thought you meant the ones that put the mushrooms.
No, I think I'm going to stay away from mushroom chocolates for a while after eating a whole bar of it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And smoking weed and doing coke and drinking tequila. My heart could have exploded.
I'm worried about you, boo.
Our number is 213-536-9180. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for listening. May 18th is the next Drain Your Nut.
And May 17th is the next Fat Slut.
To get access to our full uncensored video episodes ad-free and one day early, sign up for Mom Plus Gold at mompodcasts.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Engineered by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.